Hi, hello. We are going to get Marquita on today, and we are going to be talking about how to keep your vision alive. This is kind of one of those topics, like it's so relevant, especially going into another year. Let me see if I can get her on here, and we will get started. I see you're here. Come on in. Accept. I love when technology plays well.
I know, right?
Hi, my favorite IT lady.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Good. Okay, so about technology playing
Mm,
well, yeah, I don't see you. You're a completely black screen, which is weird.
strange. Well, I
You know
look the
what?
same I do every time. That's the
That
good
is
thing.
it's fine.
But I don't know why sometimes people can see me and sometimes they can't. My guest can see you. It
Right,
seems like everybody who's joining in will be able to see you just fine. But I don't
right,
know why
right.
it does that.
I think when I went live on Friday, Chanel had the same issue.
Yeah,
She couldn't
I.
see me at all. I don't know what's going on with Insta,
It's so silly. Well,
but
just pretend we're having a phone call.
yep, that is fine by me. Let's see what we got.
Absolutely.
Let's
Well, I'm
see.
really excited. I titled this conversation "Keeping Your Vision Alive." I
Mm-hmm.
thought it was
Ooh,
kind of fun. Oh,
we got
I
like
think,
cool stuff on here. I didn't even know this stuff existed.
right?
Don't mind me. I'm a geek. I'm just going through this
All the cool
stuff.
features. I
Yeah.
never really know what you can do with this until like all of a sudden I click on it and then I'm like, oh,
Oh wow.
who?
Like they really did something here.
Yeah.
Um now
I'm
this
like,
is
how fun.
all of it makes me look terrible, but whatever.
My son hates it when I have a filter because he's just like, oh my gosh, mom,
Like
like I
what are
have
you
eyelashes.
doing?
What the heck is going on? This is not cool, mom.
Oh
And
my goodness.
I'm
Let
like,
me go
whatever.
let me go
Just
back to
come join.
normal. Right.
Yeah. Awesome.
Well, thank you
Well, I'm
for
really excited to chat with
for
you. Thank you so much for coming
yeah.
on. I've been wanting
No,
to,
thank you for asking me.
yeah, I'm like, I've been loving having some amazing conversations with women entrepreneurs lately and
Mhm.
just learning their stories and what keeps them alive and what are their struggles. And you're someone that I look to that has so much strength in them
Oh, really?
and persistence, and you are so driven even though sometimes maybe you might be running around with your head cut off. You
Mhm.
are such a driven
I
person,
had
and
to
I think
find
that that's just so
it before
amazing.
getting back on here
Yeah,
because I wanted to give you my best me. So I did find my head before jumping on here for you.
absolutely. Well, I'd love to know, like, you have a eyeglassware company, right?
I do.
And it's new. It's a newer business,
It is.
right?
It
So I
is.
would love to know, kind of what got you into wanting to even start a business. Where did you kind of come from? And let's just kind of take it from there. Like, tell us a little bit about that.
So I honestly, I didn't think about starting a business for a very long time. That never was my thing.
Hmm.
I have my field is IT. And before that, I was in the legal field, a paralegal for years, up until right before my oldest daughter was
Yeah.
born.
I was a
Um,
paralegal for a little while. How fun. I didn't know that. Yeah.
yes. So, which also helped contribute to me even having the knowledge and doing the research with starting this business, that
Yeah.
background.
Yeah.
And then from the time I was pregnant with my oldest, I was in IT, that transitioned to legal to IT as a software trainer. I thought in my brain, if I ever owned a business, it would be IT related.
Mm.
I was not thinking about
Interesting.
glasses at all, except how could I afford them so that I can wear them because I need them.
Yeah.
Um, and then when my daughters were born and, taking them to the eye doctor, they needing glasses, especially my youngest one, seeing the cost, I think I had to actually, single mom, by the way, I had to put my glasses back so that I could afford my daughter's glasses because I couldn't afford both of them at the same
Yeah.
time. And I know that not everybody knows what that experience is
Hmm.
like. It's embarrassing, but you do what you have
Yeah.
to do. But I made sure my child had what she needed. From there, it just was that stuck with me kind of
Mm-hmm.
thing. What can I
Yeah.
do to change this? Still in IT, what can I do to close that gap? Because it was just ridiculously expensive. Just her glasses by itself with
Yeah.
her frames and all that. That was like close to $400 for one pair. I'm like,
For
what is
one.
this?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
My last two glasses were $600. It was
yeah,
ridiculous.
I
Yeah, it's
don't
expensive.
understand it.
Mm-hmm.
And back then, I mean, it's not back then, like she's that old. She's 15 now.
Yeah.
Um, but it wasn't like they were, I let her pick, she picked some cute little
Mm-hmm.
brown looking things, but I mean, they weren't fabulous, like for it
Yeah.
to be that much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so it got me to thinking, how can I do this? Why? Then I saw all of these other frame vendors from overseas that
Mm.
were charging a little amount, but it would still take forever for it to get over here. I said, well, can I do something like this? But it be here in the States where everyone local to me will have access to affordable frames. So
Mm-hmm.
instead of spending 100, 200, 300 pairs of dollars for a pair of
Yeah.
frames, maybe I can make it smaller. And then from there, my brain just started willing, and I'm like, okay, maybe I can do this. And I just started it one day. I went to my kids and I said, hey, I have this idea. I didn't think that I would pursue the idea. I,
Yeah.
I knew what I wanted. And then on top of that, I have been a patron of those Z-Lul and
Yeah.
all of those. And I fell in love because I'm a glasses wearer. I love fashion, and it gave me what I needed, and
Mm-hmm.
it was affordable.
Yeah.
Um, but I had to be patient with them. There were
Right.
some cons with them as well.
Okay.
So I'm like, well, I can do this for myself. I want to be able to have fashionable glasses,
Right.
but not hurt my pocket. And maybe somebody else will have this same concern as me. So I just
Mm-hmm.
said, hey, let me do this. I uh, went to the Department of State of Alabama, I asked my sister, hey, how do you feel about this name? How do you feel about this name? We picked a name. I filed, became a legit business, and I went from there. I did not know what I was doing. I was completely clueless.
Yeah.
I built my website. I just did a lot of research, and I think like I said, the legal background, the IT background helped me with figuring it out and problem solving along the way.
Yeah.
I, to this day, don't even know how I did some of the things that I did
That's
because it's like,
tremendous. Yeah. Like that is probably one of the biggest roadblocks and obstacles
yeah,
of every business owner I work with is the legal stuff
yeah,
and the IT,
yeah,
right? Like that's the
yeah,
hardest thing. So at least you have those in
like,
your pocket. Like
yeah,
how cool.
I
How cool.
am,
Like
yeah,
God put you in those careers for that almost. It's so
yeah.
interesting.
I'm very thankful for that. And my brain is very analytical. How I see a problem, how can I solve it? Um,
Mm-hmm.
and literally, that is what my job is every day. And this problem of not having uh, adequate eye care, eyewear that is accessible
Yeah.
to everyone,
Yeah.
um, to where they feel comfortable in their own skin, is a real problem
For
that I
sure.
wanted to solve. And I see, other people that look like me that might, they have eyeglass brands and all of that. And I go to their website, they're gorgeous, but they're still $100 and something dollars. And I believe everybody should charge what they think they are worth.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in that firmly, and I would never go to any other business and demand that they lower their price
Mm-hmm.
because I can't afford it.
Mm-hmm.
However, my purpose for this business was for my community, for people who don't have it accessible,
Yeah.
who want to look just as fabulous as the person that can afford the $150 pair of
Yeah.
frames. Because I've been there, I know what it's like not to have that. And that can be applied
Right.
to glasses, shoes, clothes. I'm a very
Mm-hmm.
frugal, thrifty, bargain,
Mm-hmm.
and interestingly, people might think I have money. Oh, she looks good. She has money. I know even with the income
Yeah.
increase that I've had because of
Mm-hmm.
being in IT, I'm
Yeah.
not as poor as I was back then,
Yeah.
but I'm frugal
Yeah.
and I don't believe in having to break my
Yeah.
pockets to
Yeah.
just look good or feel good about myself.
Right. Yeah.
Um,
I think that's
so
called
that's why I
smart
did it.
shopping.
Yes. And
Yeah.
there's a lot of people out there that I feel can relate to that
Yeah.
and believe in that. Shoot, there's a lot of content creators that do that.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a huge need
Yeah.
uh, that I feel needs to be tapped into,
Mm-hmm.
even in schools or,
Yeah.
veterans, it
So many
needs
people
to be.
need that,
Yeah, yeah.
and let me just jump in here for a second because
Mhm.
there's this piece of even every time we talk about glasses, it takes me immediately back to my childhood
Mhm.
of being the little
Mhm.
girl who could not see the board. I
Yep.
couldn't see, I couldn't read, I was squinting my eyes always,
Uh-huh.
and my mom had absolutely no awareness to my need. The teacher had
Yeah.
not communicated it. And then by the time they
Mhm.
did communicate it, my mom definitely didn't have the money. So if I didn't go to my dad's house
Mhm.
on every other weekend,
Mhm.
I probably would have gotten my glasses,
Right.
right? And so he's the
Right.
one who bought my very first pair of glasses.
Yeah.
And they were huge, they were ugly. I felt gross. Everybody called me four
Mhm.
eyes. I was
Oh yeah.
definitely teased.
Mhm.
Like, my glasses are big now too, but I
Mhm.
mean, they were big and Coke bottle-y, and I
Yeah.
have like the really thick lenses
Yeah.
because I'm so blind, and I've never felt confident in them until probably about 6 to 7 years ago, where I was like, you know what, I feel kind of freaking sexy in my
Yeah.
glasses and I'm cool with it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
rock it. Right
Mhm.
before then, I was
Mhm.
always like struggling with it, and I'd wear contacts all the time. And
Yeah.
so I think that a lot of people have a lot of those stories, and they can relate to that story of being that
Mhm.
child, of having to do this, or even an adult and something changing in their
Right.
life, and then them figuring out, like, can I afford this? Can I not? Like, people, I talk about this with toothbrushes all the time. I'm like, they'll use an electric toothbrush head for so much longer than they should. Like,
Mhm.
if everybody knows, I've worked with toothbrushes for a long time, but you should change that electric toothbrush head every 3 months, right? Because otherwise you're ripping
Mhm.
up your gums.
Right.
Well, guess what? There's a reason why you should be changing your glasses every year as
Yeah.
well. It's
Mhm.
because your eyesight changes. My pregnancy
Mhm.
changed my eyes. My screen time changes my eyes. People don't know those
Hormones.
sort of things. And I love what you're doing
Yeah.
because it is an
Yeah.
awareness and it's an affordability and an
Yeah.
accessibility for people to be able to do that. So let me
Exactly.
steer this conversation really quick because I would love to know,
Mhm.
since you launched your business, what, 2 years ago now? Has it been?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, time has gone by rather quickly. It will be 3 years next December. Well, actually next November.
that's
Mm-hmm.
amazing.
I know.
So let me ask you this. How has it been as a brand new business owner, never knowing you were going to get into business? You have this idea, you're ready, you've launched the business, you've got a website, you've got the tech set up. What was kind of the next door that you had no idea was there that you opened?
Oh, it's still kind of hitting me in the face. Like the amount of red tape
Mm,
that you have to cross or pull away in order to function as a busin's. I
mm.
wasn't prepared for it.
Talk
I
about that.
wasn't aware.
What is red tape?
I would
What's your definition of red tape?
say even some le- financial
Mm,
red tape. So, in my brain, okay, I will use my funds, I'll get the glasses.
hmm
I have, either I will create them from scratch or I found a vendor that will give me a template and I can use that template and it'll cut the cost in half and blah, 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 blah. All that well and good, did that research. But then it's finding a vendor, a laboratory to fill the prescriptions because mind you, this was not just me selling frames. It was
Yeah,
I'm doing it all outside of being your optometrist,
that's so cool.
you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, it's a big
So
job.
making sure that my laboratory that I found was legit, certified, has experience doing this. um, having an account with them. But then, which is also coming out of pocket, takes funds to do because, and you have to make sure that you price your glasses, even though I don't want it to be expensive.
Mm-hmm.
I had to figure out how to price my glasses to where it would not um, take money out of my pocket just to make the glasses and fill the prescriptions.
Correct.
How to, it was
Yeah.
hard for me to figure
Yeah.
that out. And I'm still having to tweak and adjust. So as of right now, I don't have any pairs of frames on my site that are above $65. I don't want to go above that. I don't even,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, with some people, it's like, oh, you can be charging this, you can charge this, you
Of
have
course.
quality. I know that I can, but I
Yeah.
don't
Mm-hmm.
want to. It
Yeah.
would literally defeat the purpose of what my goal
Yeah.
is for my community.
Yeah.
So understanding that, trying to price it just right, and at the same time, not hurt who my perfect customer or audience would be. And
Right.
then there's the taxes part, because here in the state of Alabama, there's complications with that. You know, there's sales tax, there's um, income tax based off of the business. There's so many taxes. I
Yeah.
didn't even realize. I'm like, do you just want to take my money? How about I just all the sales
Yeah.
just go to you, government, because I
Yeah.
wasn't prepared
Mm-hmm.
for that.
Yeah.
So I had to figure out, okay, this is not something that's my forte. I'm a good writer. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like I'm a good communicator, legal stuff, but math, math, calculating finances,
Mm-hmm.
all of that, aside from making sure I have enough money to pay my bills, that is not what I
Yeah.
do. So I
Yeah.
had to find an
Yeah.
accountant who was amazing to decipher and help me understand and break all of this up. And
Yeah.
that's one thing about me. I don't know everything, but I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
find somebody that knows, that can
Yeah.
teach me,
Yeah.
you know. Hence how we got together,
Uh-huh.
because I was freaking
Yeah.
out. It was
Yeah.
so much red tape
Yeah.
that I wasn't prepared
Yeah.
for.
But that's a smart entrepreneur. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Um,
you've ever looked into like Henry Ford and his like story when he went to
mm-mm,
court. Like he had to go to court because people were saying, well, he's not running his business correctly. He
mm-mm,
goes and they said, well, do you know how to do your finances? Do you know how to do your marketing? Do you know how to do all this stuff? The judge is asking Henry Ford this. And he
mm-hmm,
goes, I have a machine on my desk. I can
mm-hmm,
push a button and my team
mm-hmm,
member who knows that walks in.
mm-hmm,
Do you have that,
mm-hmm.
sir? And he goes, I don't need to know everything. I need to surround myself with the right
Yes,
people. And
yes.
I have grasped onto that because I don't know everything. I
I'm a
like to know
firm
everything, but I don't know
believer.
everything at all.
My brain cannot handle. And there was a time where I tried to do
Yeah.
that to my own detriment because it's not good for my mental health.
Yeah.
And what I learned over the years is that to be a good leader, entrepreneur, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
you need to be able to
Yes.
delegate. So my forte
Mm-hmm.
is computer software, computer hardware, networking systems, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That is my forte. I excel at things like that, even legal things. I
Right.
know what I can and cannot do and what I'm allowed to do, all of those things. And then I have to humbly understand what my weaknesses are.
Yeah.
And I knew that taxes, finances, keeping track, there were some things that I wasn't even familiar with as far as what the accountant was telling me. It was
Yeah.
important for me to know that in gist, but I was like, no, I'm going to delegate. This
Mm-hmm.
is your job. I will
Yeah.
pay you what I need to pay you to get this done, to make sure that I'm in line with what the law requires me to do.
Yeah.
And it also came down to my content too. That you already know, the whole content creation thing, being on Instagram, Facebook, outside
Mm-hmm.
of me sharing family pictures, was never
Yeah.
my thing. I'm a very shy person. I don't like the limelight,
Yeah.
and hence why I'm in IT.
Yeah. 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 And I think
I,
there's like a shift. There's a shift in somewhere in the
yeah,
last like 2018, 19, 20, where the whole world said, oh, you mean we can use this to build our business? I had no idea. I've been posting pictures of my vacations and
right.
my dogs and the sky.
I was not
Nobody really
prepared.
used this platform
Mm-mm.
or any of the
I
platforms
had
to that
MySpace.
extent.
I said hey to my girlfriends. We, looked at pictures like
Yeah.
I did not think that I would be using any of the platforms to promote, market, and basically tell people that I don't even know, hey, like me and know who I am, know my brand.
Yeah, yeah. It's so
I,
awkward, right? Like
it
you would
was,
think we're all aliens doing that. Like it's so weird.
yes,
Now, I was the
so,
girl who was over in my Yahoo chat room, like trying to network and like sell lipstick because I used to sell Avon way back when in the day. And so before there was
uh-huh.
all those things, I would go over there and be like, "So, what's your favorite shade of color?" Like, so blah. Like, God, I'm so glad those
I,
people don't know who I am today.
oh my,
And there were no
I,
faces back then,
it,
so nobody knew what our faces really looked like anyway. So it was great.
yeah.
So awkward.
So now it's yeah. But
Yeah.
I've learned.
Yep.
I've forced myself to learn, and in some instances, I was able to delegate that.
Mm-hmm.
In others, because it's my brand, I have to be proud of my business, my company. I had to learn to promote it and be proud of it for myself.
Yeah.
So I had to suck it up and just do it. Um, so you will see different things now, and of course, the more you do it, the
Yeah.
more comfortable you become because you're more prepared. You know how to prepare
Absolutely.
ahead of time and all that. I just did content today. That's the only reason why I look somewhat decent.
You look decent every time I see you. Stop yourself right now. Oh
Uh-oh.
my gosh. No,
So,
you're silly.
um, but yeah, it was just a
Yeah.
lot.
So
Um,
with that not being your forte, the marketing and not, some of this other stuff just not really being your forte, how have you been able to keep that as a priority? Because I think that a lot of people think like, oh, I don't really like this, so I'm going to kind of sweep it under the rug and I'll deal with it when I have to kind of thing. When did you know like I need to really learn this? I need to learn these specific tactical steps in my business or these areas in my business and to make my business move.
I will say probably earlier this year, like
Yeah.
summertime. Like it really hit me because I had a dry spell. Because at the beginning of the year, first starting, I got sales, um, and all of that. People were getting to know me.
Mm-hmm.
But then, and I was going hard with the content and all of that,
Yeah.
doing all of the things. And then I stopped. Like it started to become overwhelming. It was just hard. I'm like, I'm not doing this for
Yeah.
a little while.
Okay.
Child, it was so dry in my store. Like nobody,
Yeah.
I didn't get near a sale. Not one person. I guess nobody was blind during the whole time because they said, no, sis, I'm not getting any glasses. They
Mm,
didn't look, I didn't have any visitors,
mm.
any of it.
That's hard.
So
Yeah.
it is. And I had the people that I was paying to help me, I couldn't afford to because I
Mm-hmm.
just have one income. I'm still the
Mm-hmm.
same single mom with no help. I take care of other
Mm-hmm.
people in my family. So, and I felt bad because um, I had to pull back.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, you know what? I don't like this feeling.
Yeah.
Um, and I definitely don't want to be the one to contribute to someone else not um, being able to support their family because I can't pay them.
Right.
Let me get back to work.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what I've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
it's
one of the hardest
slowly,
parts
yeah,
of being an entrepreneur, is figuring out which levers to pull,
right,
where to cut costs,
right.
where to raise prices, where to
Mhm,
adjust, pivot, right? Like those are some of the
mhm.
hardest decisions. Like business, I think business is really easy.
Yeah.
And I say that because of what I do on a daily basis. I think business is very easy, but I think our behaviors, our habits, our mindset around doing business is what stops us so
Mhm,
much, right? And it's
mhm,
such a big obstacle. So now that you're coming out of this, going into 2025, what does that
mhm.
look like? How are you keeping this alive? How are you keeping your vision? You like how I played on that? Your vision alive
Love it.
into
I love
the
it.
next year because this is where everybody's coming right now. Like maybe a lot of us that are watching right now or will watch
Uh-huh.
later, we maybe
Uh-huh.
didn't hit our financial goals. Maybe we had to
Right.
pull back.
Right.
Maybe we feel so
Right.
stuck we don't even know what our freaking next step should be.
Yes. Yeah. I have lots of plans. But it's just, honestly, the plans that I have, they're no different than the ones that I had before. I think what's different is how I'm executing them
Mm-hmm.
now. Um, I had to change up my way of doing things, even changing some of my viewpoint.
Mm-hmm.
So now having that determination and that focus to say, hey, this is what's going to get done
Yeah.
in 2025, and sticking to it
Mm-hmm.
and um, executing it. So coming up now, it's I guess I have the book dropping through my glasses, the journey of self love. I have the Visionary Vibes event, uh, vendor event that's happening June 19th. Um, I have my YouTube channel, which focuses on vision, all things vision, eyes, all of it. And you'd be surprised. A lot of people are like, oh, she's just talking about eyes. No, I talk about everything having to do with vision. And it's a very broad uh, subject to
Mm-hmm.
focus on because vision is more than just a physical state,
Yeah.
right? Where you need to be able to see physically. It's
Mm-hmm.
also something that takes place internally.
Yeah.
Uh, and my vision
Mm-hmm.
for where I want Glamour for Eyes to go is
Yeah.
all of that. And so also we've got some science, like I said, I'm in IT, I'm a nerd, I'm geeky. So even getting into the science behind vision, comparing, we've had some awesome YouTube channels. I'm getting with my girls. My girls are getting more involved, and they help me be able to tap into the younger
I love seeing them in
audience.
reels. I love seeing them involved and helping with research and
Yeah.
helping you
Yes, yes,
grow this because this could be a family business
it
as it
is. Yeah,
grows,
yeah,
and they could be that next generation to help tap into that. I
exactly.
mean, there's old people like me who need glasses because I can't literally, I can't even walk to the bathroom without my glasses. Like I can't see anything. I'm so blind. And then
Yeah.
there's people that want to wear fun, funky. They wear them as accessories. And I'm like, why would you want to wear
Mm-hmm.
them as accessories?
Mm-hmm.
Like I've never had that option and
Yeah,
I never understood it, right? But I
yeah.
have a friend who literally all she does is buy big, fun, funky glasses.
I love
And
it.
she's just, that's her thing. And I'm like,
I love it. I need to
she's
know
so
this
funny.
friend because that is all me. Of course, I
Yeah.
also need my glasses to
Yeah.
see, but it's
Yeah.
funny because sometimes, I might wear contacts, but I feel so naked without my glasses. I'll still put on a pair of
Yeah. Yeah.
frames. Um,
Yep.
but 2025 is going to be fun. I'm excited about it.
Hmm.
I'm excited to still continue our friendship and business relationship working together.
Yeah.
I see a positive change moving forward.
Hmm.
And so just allowing myself to be present to work through it and stick
Hmm.
to, I don't want to say stick to a
Hmm.
plan because things change and evolve and all of
Right.
that, but I want
You
to
have to
give
pivot.
myself
Yeah.
room to be flexible and
Hmm.
um, have fun,
Yeah.
have fun
Hmm.
with it. Um,
I love that.
so yeah,
If
yeah.
at the end of the year, next year, if we think
Oh,
at
man.
the end of the year, next December 17th, you and I sit down and you're like, I kicked butt this year. What would that look like? What were the things that you did really well and kicked butt at?
I would like the Visionary Vibes event, that community event, to be a success, to
Mm.
where individuals that were present tell me that I want us to be able to do this again for the community.
Ooh, yeah.
Um, I would like my children's book to do well in stores because it's going to be in Amazon, Walmart, all of the things in bookstores.
Hmm.
And I would like that to really do well to where I start doing another book. Um, let's see what else. I want to be able to change out my inventory and provide new inventory in the middle of the year, like twice a year. I want to be able to change out my inventory twice a year.
Mm,
Um, let me see. Let me
that's a good
see.
goal, though. I like that one.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think I want to be able to not have to rely on my primary means of income. I
Yes,
want
please.
glamour for eyes to be my my, my income.
That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. That's
In a year to,
it.
I mean, you have a big wish list. Like
I
if,
know. I mean, hey,
but you know
you
what?
asked
Like if you
me.
go big or go home is what they say, right? So, I mean, I think
You
here
asked.
too,
Yeah. That's what I
yeah,
want. But see, I
like
wanted
do it.
that this year
Put it out
too. Well,
there.
some of it,
Yeah.
yeah. Um,
Yeah.
that's what I'm working
Yeah.
towards. I'm going to diligently work towards those things.
Yep.
Um, will it happen? I don't
Yeah.
know, but I will do my due
Yeah.
diligence. I'm gonna make sure that I put in the
Yep.
work to make it happen.
Yes.
Um, so yeah. What about you?
Ooh,
What about you? I'm
that's a
curious.
good question. So, okay, so kind of fun. So when I was 21, I sat down and told my dad, I said, I'm going to have my own coaching practice. And back then, nobody really knew what coaching was. They thought he was just
Mm-hmm.
thought that was like really weird and I should go to like work at Walmart or something. He really had not big dreams for me. So, because
Mm-hmm.
I was a teenage mom, like, he was just like, go get a job, stop messing
I
around with
understand.
college and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I told him, I said, by the time I'm 40, I want to be able to have my own coaching practice. Okay.
Mm,
So I had been working towards it. And even though I had like a women's group that I had coached, I never really called that a coaching practice. I didn't know what coaching was. I just knew I brought women together and I was
right.
really working with it,
Right.
right? And
Mm-hmm.
then in like 2017, 28, like I've always been coaching, mentoring, and leadership. Like I've always been doing all those things. I've been an entrepreneur. I've owned multiple businesses, all different kinds of industries, but always around like personal development, always.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And 2020 happened and I decided I was going to launch my first business. Now here's my coaching practice. Now here's the thing. I
Mm-hmm.
launched out there. I got a few clients. I was like, okay, this is going. 2020, the end of 2021 happened. I lost one of my biggest clients and I was like, oh
Mm,
crap, right? He had a heart
yeah.
attack. He got super sick. He
Oh,
had to close his business.
poor thing.
Nothing I
Yeah.
could do about it. Like he's still alive,
Mm-hmm.
thank the Lord, and he's gotten way better.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, okay, well, I gotta go get a little job. I gotta go do
Yeah. Yeah.
something to feed myself and my kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I don't know. And then I plugged away, and plugged away, and I had clients, and I did my thing and did all this stuff. And then I woke up last year. Well, yeah, this year, still technically at 40 years old. I'm
Mm-hmm.
41 now, but I
Mm-hmm.
woke up at 40, and I was like, holy crap! December 31st, no, October 31st, excuse me, was my last day at my full time job,
Yeah.
right? And I walked away and
Mm-hmm.
and I have been working my business and I thank God I have been working it well enough that I was not freaking out like an 18-year-old teenage mom again. And
Good. Yeah.
now going into next year, I want to be able to see so many other women because I completely pivoted my business. Like I
Mm-hmm.
went from working with like HVAC, plumber, electrical, window kind of companies, the
Mm-hmm.
service business companies, like the trades, back to working with women-based businesses, which I had not done in about 15 years.
Wow.
So I completely pivoted this year. Like talk about a like identity
Yeah.
crisis. I was like, how do I market myself? What do I say? What are my colors? What is my this? Well, I don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I don't like, what if women don't like me no more? Because all I've done is worked with men who were plumbers and electricians. I don't know. Right. And so I really freaked out about it. And I had a hard time like getting over that thought. That thought held me back a lot. So
Mm-hmm.
next year, I really want to I have something that I'm launching, and it's going to help women launch their businesses and launch their products and launch their courses or whatever it is that they're wanting to do. And so I'm really
Awesome.
excited to get that out into the world. And I would really love at the end of it, I don't need it to have hundreds of thousands of women in it. That's not what I'm looking. I want it
Yeah.
to be a very close, intimate space where I can help 10 women on their journey
Mm,
launch and be successful launching whatever it is that they're doing. So
that sounds
inside of
awesome.
that little group coaching
Yeah.
experience, which I'm really excited about because I've been doing one-on-one coaching for a very long
Yeah.
time and it hasn't been group coaching since like 2008. I have not done group coaching since like 2008. I've done masterminds and stuff, but
Yeah.
next year it's going to be like a different level. I'm really
Well, I'm
excited about that.
excited for your journey, and
Yeah.
you pivot very well.
That's what you
And I will say
think.
that
Girl, I didn't pivot gracefully. Let me tell you. Like, go back and look at my content way at the bottom and work your way up. You're gonna be like, oh,
oh,
there's
but
identity
I
crisis
will
for
say
sure.
you as a business coach has been truly a blessing, because you have kept me from even quitting because of the adjustments and being able to focus on one thing,
Mhm,
and control what I have the ability to control and
mhm,
readjust, and
mhm,
even the little things. It's truly been beneficial. So I know for a fact that on this venture that you're going to be doing next year,
mhm.
that it's going to be beneficial to the other ladies that
Yeah.
you'll start working with. I'm excited.
Mhm,
Um, and hopefully I can be a part of
mhm.
that fun journey too with you.
Of
But
course. I think
yeah,
it's just one of those things where we just want to pour into other people as much as we can
yeah, yeah,
without still being able to have food on our table, but we want to be able to give back as much as possible. And I
exactly.
know that's where both of our hearts are.
Mhm.
And I think that, just to kind of put a little stamp on this conversation, is that I think is what keeps our vision alive.
Yeah.
1,000% is that we want to be able to give back as much as we possibly
Mhm.
can and help however we
Mhm.
can, right? But still
Yeah,
keep our lights on and our food on our table.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I started this, it was to support me and my family, to support me and my ministry,
Mhm.
which is about caring for other people,
Yeah.
showing love for other people. And one thing about me is, even if this proves to be a success and I grow, I don't want to lose my reason why.
Yeah.
Um, because a lot of people get confused, and it gets
Hmm.
lost with the increased revenue and all of this. And then they start to get distracted with all the stuff. And I don't want those distractions.
Correct.
Um, I'm a simple girl. I want to stay a
Hmm.
simple girl. I, um, I just want to help.
Hmm.
Uh, and me helping definitely will help me and my family as well. But that's where I wanted to stay,
Hmm.
you know, not go over or beyond what I need,
Hmm.
um, or what I'm trying to do. I
Yeah.
wanted to be consistent, you know, and I think we're on our way. I
Yeah.
think we'll be able to do that.
I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. I sit there and think about like the needs and the wants. And a
Right.
couple
Yeah.
nights ago, I was
Right.
sitting there and I was looking at these like beautiful, extravagant, kind of, but very budget friendly, like 10-day tours, 20-day tours, like a month tour
Mhm.
in all of these multiple countries. And I was like, I would, if I could, if anything I could do in my life, I would love to like get rid of my house and get rid of most of my belongings besides my books. Like, let's be honest. And
Mhm. Mhm.
I would love to travel the world for like 3 years, still coaching all of
Mhm.
my clients, still working on all my
Mhm.
clients, but just going and being in different parts of the
Mhm.
world and experiencing their culture. Like I just saw one of my friends, Waithera, show up and she's from Kenya. And I learned so much because I got to be a part of her family and her
Yeah.
culture and just her
Yeah.
friendship, and like I want to be able to
That's
expose
beautiful.
myself to
Yeah.
so many different people
Yeah.
and learn from them, and however I can serve them at that time, cool. I would love to be able to do that as well. So like that's like my ultimate
Mhm.
dream of why the heck I want to work for myself
Mhm.
and remotely on top of it. Like
Exactly.
I don't want to open up a
I'm a
brick and mortar.
firm.
I want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am with you there. Me and my girls got a taste of that this summer
Mhm.
when we were able to go to Lyon, France, and
Mhm.
it was truly amazing to be among our brothers and sisters and just be in the moment
Yeah.
and experience different culture and all of that. And
I was so
if
jealous
I
you going there. I was like, gosh, I want to go so
I was
bad.
I can it was I want that
Yeah.
for
Mhm.
and I'm hooked now. I
Yeah.
want to be able to experience that again and again and
Yes.
again.
Yeah.
And being held down at a brick and mortar or
Mhm.
whatever, it doesn't or it's not even a brick and mortar, because if it's yours, you have that control.
Oh,
But
for sure.
to have to work for someone
Hmm.
else, it limits you,
Yeah,
right?
it
So
does.
I don't want to be limited in what I want to be able to do
Hmm.
for others.
Yeah,
So, um,
absolutely.
yeah, but 2025, I'm excited.
It's gonna be
I'm
good.
excited. Yeah,
It's gonna be
yeah,
good. It's gonna be
yeah.
real good. I'm so excited to see all of the events, your Visionary Vibes event come to life. And I can't wait
Mhm.
to see all
Thank
of the other
you.
businesses that are going to get involved with this as well. And
Yes.
their businesses are going to be able to flourish. Like there's so much positivity in the community that you're building that I'm just super excited to be a part of the journey and
Thank
watch you
you.
grow in this because there's going to be so much growth.
Oh, I'm
And
looking
you talk
forward
about
to it.
red tape,
I'm
like,
here.
okay, fine, you're through the red tape. Now you get to find out what's on the other side of the red tape, right? Like,
Right.
so much is
Finally.
going to come in there. Well, thank you so, so much for coming on
Thank
and joining me
you.
here. I absolutely just love getting to know you a little bit more and then just,
Thank you.
letting other people as well be exposed to you. And obviously, if you guys need
Yeah.
glasses, she's your girl. But on
Yes,
top of
please.
that, like, go connect with her because she is somebody who is in I'm going to say the trenches right now
Yeah.
doing the
Yeah.
hard work, making big decisions, balancing the work life balance, being a single mom. Like it's not an easy thing, but it can be totally done. It can be done,
Mm-hmm.
and you're doing it. So freaking
Thank you.
kudos, bravo, cheers,
To
all the
you as
all the
well, lovely.
words.
To you as well. You're doing an
Thank you.
amazing job as well. So, and
Thank
you
you.
have to surround yourself with individuals that are trying to do the same thing, or at least help you grow to where you're trying to be. So,
That's right. That's
yes.
right. Are you coming to the co-working session tomorrow morning?
What time is it? 10, right?
8:30. 8:30 a.m. Central Time. 8:30, 10:30.
8:30. Yes, I do have a meeting at 9. You know how that is.
That's right.
But I can tap into that and come back in and all
Yeah.
of that. Yes.
Absolutely, in and out. That's how we do it. Awesome. Well, I will see you there,
All
and
right, lovely.
it's almost next year, so I'll see you next year as well.
Yes.
All
Thank you
right.
so much. See you
See ya.
later.
Bye.
Bye.